Alright people, Cocomel might be the first one to launch a first man-made object in space. But on this day, your one god and Iridium join forces to help. Hello everybody. Here we go again. We're continuing building the plan that we've been building for about 2 hours yesterday. And I'm just sharing this link of the live stream, so some of the others could watch. Okay, it's like it's fine now. Let's go. Okay, so what we are today, we're continuing building the plane, which is its wings, and I don't know if we're doing well. But as you can see, we're kind of a bit slow, but struggle of building the wings because there are some other parts that can't make. So therefore, I'm quite stuck, and I need to think new styles. I'm just gonna move this thing a bit. One giant piece here, then move it right here. Yeah, we could use brace cube with this thing, but brace cubes does kinda weight a lot, and it might be a problem with this part right here, because you know, if you have a much more larger piece in Besiege, like the brace cube, it will mess up your creation, so better be careful with that thing. Okay, seems like this thing is working very well. Okay, now it's time for the main one, which is the brace cube again. Yeah, I already said that the brace cube is kind of a bit problematic style with this thing, but I'm still gonna use it anyway. Although there is also a little bit of good thing with this thing, because it could actually make your creation much more tougher. But the problem is that if you make this thing huge, well, you're very restricted to any kind of very creative shapes. Like it limits your possibilities of doing something great with this thing. I have to make this a bit longer, but make sure that this one won't get stuck. Okay, that's good. No, there's no any kind of problem with it. Okay. Okay, we could remove that. Okay, now, how about now? There's no signs of issue, so that's a good sign. Oh gosh. Here we go again with this problem. Yeah, we fixed this, but we didn't fix the other one, which is very unfortunate. How did you put image in a put an image in Besiege? And you mean the thumbnail do you mean the thumbnail of the video? Oh, you mean this thing? Um, by changing the skin. So as you can see here, this one is a this one is supposed to be just a iron skin. So if I disable the skins, they're just armor plates. But when I enable it, this thing, which I use, which I reskin it and add my reference here. which this reference was from my other live stream, which I tried to draw something, trying to draw something by doing a live stream. I know it's quite a little bit shy there, but maybe someday I could do some. Maybe I could draw every day instead of doing YouTube videos instead, and doing some art commissions because doing art commissions it's way better than doing YouTube videos because that's where I get a little bit of income, even though it's just small, but instead that was quite a lot. But the drawbacks of that thing is that eh, I'm just a uh, it's still quite a bit a irrelevant artist yet, so nobody had ever heard my you know um, um, my stuff. So maybe doing that on YouTube is much more, it's much more better because that has a higher chance of me getting attention on that. So many people would actually gonna draw or asking for a commission. So there you go. Here goes the ailerons done, and now I want this thing to be adhedral. So right, oh my god, that's so wrong. There, all clear, and then adhedral. There we go. Looks unnecessary for a plane like this, but I like it. And hoping that nobody, there's something not wrong happening in this right side, and let's start this simulation. Okay, I don't understand why these. Okay, I'm just gonna do some a little bit of modification with this thing because it's getting all over the way. I need to fix. I need to fix it somehow, and then copy it, flip it. There we go. There we go. So far so good. This thing works. Ailerons work very fine. Okay. Now it seems this thing's is finally being built. We have an ailerons, we have flaps, and all we need to do is the elevator. Which the same thing too. We're doing the. I don't know if I could do this kind of shape, but let's see. Wish me luck. Just gonna add some key for the other one. There we go. So I don't have to hold it just to release this. I'm just gonna press it, and then there you go. Same thing here. So basically it's like it's a fine play now somehow, but weren't done yet. Oh yeah, I forgot. This one has supposed to be had a landing gear right here. Kind of a little bit tall. So I'm just gonna move it right here just to take the reference on it, and let's see where is the okay. It's right here, but unfortunately we can only put the landing gear right here. Which is a little bit unfortunate. Some we could already done this during the previous live stream, but unfortunately I didn't continue because I'm quite sad for that time because you know I was thinking that sometimes if I am even worthy to have a lot of subscribers like that. I think not, because first of all, I talk so slow, and my English wasn't that good. Even I use my native language, it won't even work either because I'm I have a I'm just a very slow talker, and it won't even work. Well, that's the sad part, but well, maybe sometimes I could get there, but I think it's impossible because of how YouTube became a bit unfair to its creators now. Like every time when you go, you always gonna feel like, oh my god, oh my god, is this not copyright free? Is this copyright free? You always worry. You always have a. You always had that worrying state. Like you thinking that, oh no, I hope this thing won't get me a copyright claim, something like that. It's sometimes it's just sad sometimes because back in the day you could actually just do everything whenever you want without worrying something that you said something bad, or just a bunch of stuff you should not do. And because of this, sometimes I was thinking that I think it's much better to me just to retire, because it's impossible. No? It's impossible to get that magic for now. I'm never gonna get there forever. It's impossible. Um, even I try new content, even I do some other stuff, and it won't never go there. I could do crash. I could do the same thing like Big Mantis did, but that's all about it. I just don't want to do it the same thing because it's kind of bit become like kind of bit overused. Like e- every new Besiege YouTubers already doing it, and I kind of don't want to mix. I kind of don't want to mix, and I just want to be just me. And just my original content will be. That, that's what I want, but it's impossible because those guys get more views, So that means I lost, and I kind of, and I really don't want to follow those paths, and I just want to be a little bit original, and it's not in my nature to doing that kind of content. Um, I know for some of you guys who listen to this, like you saying, "Oh no, there will be no this creating YouTube." Please, it can't be. I'm sorry, but sometimes we cannot stay on a good stops. We can't stay forever from that good stuff. Sometimes we have to face something like something new, and sometimes we see other people that doing messed up stuff just for their attention, and I don't want to do that kind of stuff. I just want to be a little bit original. Okay, what was I did? This live stream is kind of become a little bit sad. Yes, indeed, I'm kind of a little bit sad. I'm quite a little bit sad. Sometimes I kind of want to quit YouTube because it's just impossible for me now, and I don't have much energy of doing those kind of stuff anymore, and I want to do something new for me that really fits for me. But I have to think it first before, or I need to decide it much more if it that really works for me or not. Sometimes I plan to do just web comic, but doing web comic is very stressful, and it was stressful, and sometimes you might encounter some very angry fan because of how you much delayed how did you much delay the release of the comic that you've been making, and they say, oh my god, oh my god, you're always you're always getting procrastinating your work. That's it, I'm never gonna follow your works. Yeah, goodbye. And typical stuff, typical those crazy fans. And if you want to be that kind of Canada, the very famous artist, I guess it's much better just to never worship never follow your fans that too much, because sometimes not all fans are good. Some of them are just scary. Some of them are just straight up stalker. Just straight up following you everywhere, and then saying something like, "Hey, can you be my friend? Hey, can you be my brother?" Something like that. And for female streamers, this is much more scarier, especially from those who works on Twitch. Okay, speaking of Twitch, since it's more like sometimes I plan to do live stream there, but the only thing I worry about is the and of how Twitch make rules, and that's why I kind of been worried about, and I have to be careful of what I'm saying there, or else the moderators there are gonna be mad. So I guess it's much better just to never say anything bad, or else you get banned. That's how life goes sometimes. You can go something is so nice, but you must be encountering some of the bad stuff. But I really want to try on Twitch, and let's see if I could get good there, and finally, you know, literally leave YouTube, but continue for another platform, like, you know, doing making stuff in Besiege and showing it to others. It's like, hey, this is how you make stuff in Besiege. Hey, this is how you do stuff. Yeah, that might work, but I still need a little bit of practice from there, and especially the way I speak too. Since English is not my main language, I only speak English because there's some other people who actually speak English and that may not understand me, so that's why I still choose to, even though I'm so bad at it. I guess the reasons why I got so inspired of doing Besiege, because when I saw Markiplier playing it, and it's just so dumb of playing it, and because of that, that's forced me to just forced me to play it, even though sometimes, even though that I just downloaded a cracked version of it, but at least that's where the start is. Um, that's where that's where it began. Because of a Markiplier video. When Markiplier just being dumb playing Besiege. Damn, I hope so. He play Besiege and see the updates. I don't know what will be his reaction with that. Although Jacksepticeye also did that before, but that's it. I guess Besiege is like the last. No. I mean uh, a once a famous game, now it's become a bit irrelevant game, but still made it to be the best game as much as we know, because it still brings a lot of new audience or new players to the game, because of how much I make this kind of videos, like, you know, making stuff, showing my stuff. I guess that's what it is, and then the new era is like Big Mantis, and maybe there will be another one. There, there will be another one soon, or maybe I'm not like the one that it begins, but it's just a guy that never been mentioned yet. Maybe one day I could become one when when I finally just retire. Yeah. Speaking of that, retire. Yes, I kind of plan to retire now. Like, I want to retire making Besiege videos. Like, I want to do some much more different contents. Because this Besiege videos is no longer working for me. It's like I need something new. I need something that would actually bring me to something else that and it's worth of trying. I don't know what it is. Nice plane. Okay, thank you. Okay, where are we now? Yeah, we're gonna build the elevators now. So about that sad part, I'm just, I'm just very upset. So about that story. Maybe someday I could become famous one day, but not today. Maybe someday. Someday I may become famous. I think the reasons why Besiege become kind of bit like never become a very long time very popular game because it's it's missing something. It's like it cannot find itself to be what is Besiege is supposed to be. It's like a medieval game building medieval weaponry and that's it. And that's the problem with this game, I guess. But it still bring a lot of players. It still bring new guys in the game. But I guess that's the reasons. That's the reasons why it kind of lost its popularity in the community, or maybe some of the other players have just become a bit jealous of some people's work and they kind of don't want to continue anymore. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why it lost its popularity, I guess. But it still brings some new guys in the platform. It still brings some another new people. Okay, this is the hard part because we're actually using a I don't know what kind of movement is this. It's like a one-piece elevator. Like there's no such any movement, any kind of new parts on it. It's just a one piece of wing, and then you could actually move it around. And I don't know what it's called. Yeah, let's make this a little bit shorter, shall we? So we could just only fit this thing. Still. Okay, I'll be right back. back. Just take a little bit of E. And I don't know what to do with this one huge part here. I don't know what kind of piece I should do. There you go. Okay, bad idea. Shouldn't have done that. Okay. Typical Besiege. This is the main problem of this game. The annoying part. The annoying part of building stuff in Besiege is this. The hitbox are the most annoying thing in Besiege. This is the one that ruins your experience. This one is the one that prevents you from doing creative stuff. There we go. It's fine. Somehow. But we cannot put those things. We have to think some new style new plans. There you go. Although this thing looks ugly. Maybe this is... I think this is the only method we could do. Instead of this, since there's no other trigger point is getting on the way, we could make this thing too. But how? Oh no, that's the other problem too. You can't. Damn it. This is a true struggle of a real Besiege builder. This kind of struggle, sometimes you cannot do the other shit that you want. So you have to you have to be a little bit creative of how you're gonna cheat it all the way. Oh my god, I guess the pitch of this one will be a little bit unstable. But I'll take my chances. Oh my god, looks awful. Actually, before I could actually do YouTube YouTube live stream. Sometimes I always do this on Discord, so people could actually download my works. But it's not that working very well. So that's why sometimes you just gonna, just knock it off. Just accept it that people doesn't care about your work. I guess this is the only way. This is the only way we could achieve that kind of shape. Because I have no choice. This thing wasn't strong enough. No. It's awful. See? It needs some very it need at least some very tough material right there, so it won't do this kind of stuff. No, 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 no. That's ugly. That is awful. Really awful. I'm sorry. can't do this very better shape. It just won't work well. Struggle, struggle, struggle. It's always be struggle. We just can't. We just can't do that kind of. It just doesn't. It just doesn't allow us. Okay, as usual. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, something's wrong. Oh my gosh. It works before. Why it's not working now? Uh, we have no choice. It looks ugly. Still looks ugly. This is the number one things I hate in Besiege. Something like this. It doesn't allow you to do some very awesome shape. It doesn't it doesn't allow you to do that. For what does the game only said that's you only do. Which is just which is just ridiculous because I really want to do that shape. But the game doesn't allow me. But it seems to work. How many hours do you spend building these? Sometimes 2 days. But but from what I'm gonna say, once during to my besiege besiege naval building challenge, mostly one of my creations, which like 5 days, and it almost make me it almost bring me to insanity, which is it's a better choice just to quit and never do it again because it's very unhealthy. It's indeed very unhealthy and not that worth of doing it. Yes, you're doing it as like a hobby, but the sacrifice will be it's your sanity. But the end of it is just my creations just look awful, and that's all about it. That's the result for entire year. Always you always building ships, and that's all you make. It's not worth it. It just brings me to insanity, and it's not fun. Yes, finishing one is fun, but when you're realizing it's actually bad, that's where you're gonna get mad. To be honest, that's what it is. That's why it looks sucks. But for plane building, this is way harder. Um, same as building ships before. I mostly I mostly get like five 5 days. It depends on what kind of plane you're building, and mostly I guess 4 days. But tanks is much easy. Like since I have a lot of experience building one, um, that will be very easy because I could just build them for just 20, 24 hours, and that's it. You have a tank. You have a tank build now. You don't need to do things. You already had your tank build with it, and that's the fun part. You finish it. Again, still, this game doesn't allow me to do this stuff. And this makes me a lot of hours of pain and sanity because of how frustrating these things is. Like it's so frustrating. Like you don't want to make it ever again. Like you want to just ignore it. You just don't want to mind it all. You just don't want to make it anymore. This is the most frustrating part, and this is the one that will make you just quit making it. Which is the most saddest part with it. You're just gonna quit it instead, accept it that you cannot make it. Which indeed makes me sad because I want to make the plane. I want to make it, but due to the glitch, due to uh, the, the hitbox, that that's those are the things that ruins your experience, and I hate it. I hate it. It's just a one party pooper of your game experience, and they never be fun as ever. They're the one that ruins the game, and that's why some people just quit. And for some Besiege builders, they have no problems of having this kind of problem because you have no problems of dealing with these things. But for me, a lot. And this is the one. This is the other one I hate when I'm building planes in Besiege. Because it doesn't really allow me to do things, which making my creations look boring because the hitbox doesn't allow you to do that. Yeah, I don't know how much hours I've been building. This this thing has just become annoying now. Like, yeah, it's getting annoying now. Actually, I'm genuinely pissed because of how frustrating this ailerons now, and I kind of wanted to stop recording now. Oh gosh, it's vibrating when you do that kind of. But I really want to give it some awesome looks. How I'm gonna do that? The game just doesn't allow me to do that. You know what? Screw this thing. Screw this kind of design. I'm just gonna go what is best. Because it's not working. It's literally not working. It doesn't work for me. It doesn't want to work for me. It's just being a. It's just being an a-hole. But if you just make it look thin, it's still not work. See, it's still shaking. It's still shaking like a madman. It doesn't work well. Even you making it like do like this, it doesn't gonna work. Although yeah, it sometimes work, but it looks ugly. Yeah, this is the hard part of building the plane. This frustrating part. Um, like this is the most hardest kind of mechanism you could do in Besiege, because sometimes the game doesn't allow you to do that. Sometimes they did, but mostly it don't. It just doesn't want you. You're not friends with this thing. This is your great. This is one of Besiege players' greatest enemy, because it just doesn't like allow you to do crazy thing in this. Because every time it happen, it just makes you upset every time. Yet again, it doesn't allow you. Sometimes this can translate something like something it's not your favorable parts, because this game is just want to be like a hazard in your mind. It just keeps vibrating. It just doesn't allow you to make it look stiff, to make it look less cringy to look at. But no, the game just don't allow you to add more, which is the most saddest part. Because sometimes the game doesn't want to be favorable to you. Sometimes they just want you to be mad. Just gonna turn off the AC. I mean the air conditioner because it's getting a little bit cold. This is getting long, 3 hours. It's getting like 3 hours now. But this is what I'm gonna advise if you're encountering this kind of issue in this game. I guess it's much better to you guys just to have a little bit of rest. Then when you're okay and you can go back again, because you just cool on yourself a little bit. Which just happened to me that last time when I tried to build my own plane. Basically, just I lost my mind. After that, just keep crying because I can't make it better. Which it totally is. Some other builder will feel that kind of issues, but once you finally understand how to do it, you become confident. You become confident of doing that thing, and because you know what to do. Or sometimes it's not. Because sometimes the game doesn't want to be kind for you. Sometimes it just want to be just a troll and not following your expectations. So that's why sometimes this game just gonna make you mad if you can't meet that expectation. I guess it's much better start with the ugly ones. Start with the ugly ones, and when you become better at it, you could now do the awesome stuff. Because that's how you progress. You start from failures, and then later on you become very successful at making one. You start to become better and better and better until you can now make some awesome stuff. Same thing to other stuff too. Same thing to real life. Like if you want to be a good chef, you study hard. If you want to be good at doing math, you basically yeah. Geez, I make it wrong a little bit. If you want to good at cooking, you study how to cook better. If you want to good at math, you study hard with it. I guess this is like Besiege. Math is like Besiege. And I mean, Besiege is like math. At first you don't know what to do, and then when you finally understanding what to do, you become confident of doing that. I guess that's what it is. Same thing, same format. Do you become good at math, and you become confident of doing it, and you're starting to like it. But the problem is that sometimes people just saying if you're bad at math, you're already like a bad person. You're like a person that no future. Come on, you guys. Of course, the man is not all people good at math. Come on, don't be like that. Not all people good at everything. I love this one works. Okay, it just went crappy. Go, it's fine. But I'm not gonna finish this live stream yet. Still making stuff because this is also part of the big project that I was planning and I want to make it now. But I'm just being lazy and don't know what to do. That's why I'm not continuing it yet. Okay, of course. What do we what do we expect? It's not gonna work well, of course. Yes, it works well, but it still looks kinda ugly. There we go, and then just copy this thing. I hope nothing goes wrong. Yay! It works. Okay, let's try gliding it a little bit. Since here it's not gliding a bit because it's still not done yet.
how many hours do you no it depends on if you know what you're doing. How about you put the center apply invisible skip back to the hinge visible.
No, 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 no. It should be like it should be like I'm not a big fan of invincible invisible skin pack because it's not my thing. But if it's that what you if it's that's your thing, well,
Good. Well, good, because it works for you. But for me, I have a different approach. So I'm not doing that. So um, I prefer to do my other way. I guess this one will have a too much pitch. I guess this one has a
too much long ailerons. Okay, time to go back because this thing is too long. Like it's too long for a plane like this. We need to reduce it just a bit. Not to make it not not making this too large because in reality this will give your plane a ton of drag, which which is it is. It could give your plane a ton of drag. So it's much better just to reduce it just a bit. Uh, this is the problem of the deformed block. You cannot do that. You can do that kind of style. Maybe we could just elongate this thing. I think this might work. Just make sure that it's not noticeable for the naked eye. I'm not just I'm not a big fan of invisible blocks. That's why I don't use it. There we go. It's less. It's less. Oh no, this is the also the other problems too. Okay, reduce that and add some of these. Maybe tomorrow I'll be very tired of doing this. And since this plane is kind of a little bit frustrating, maybe I just gonna stop postpone this plane for a while, and then when when I'm in a good mood, I could now continue making it. I guess after I make that big project, I'll stop making YouTube videos for now, just for just for a little bit because I cannot make a lot of content for every single time, every single week, which yeah, I do upload videos every week, but now it's just rare. Sometimes you just gonna see my videos like uh, each 2 weeks, something like that. Because the reason is that I'm getting tired of it. I want to do something more. I want to do something new. Which I'm sorry, because that's how it goes. Sometimes you, sometimes you cannot stay. Sometimes you just want to quit now and have a rest and just forget about it. Yes, you never gonna reach there anymore because the website just changed the rules every time, and due to your procrastination, uh, this basically slows you down. And for each update, you become a little bit depressed and being sad sometimes, because or mostly or much I wanted to say being demotivated, like you don't want to make YouTube videos anymore because the website just making it too unfair for small creator. Maybe sometimes good time good good stuff will come. It will come someday, just not right now. All we have to do is just to be patient and don't do any drastic things like the one guy that started the apocalypse. I kind of don't want to mention his name. Okay, it's already 7:22. It's almost like dinner, but I'm not yet hungry. If I finish making the shape and do the other stuff, that's it. The live stream will end when I did that, but not right now because we still had a lot of stuff to do. Like this fin right here, which is the hardest shape to do. I could do the straight ones, but this thing is hard. This one is a hard piece, and yeah, again, this will reach us like a ton of hours again. Maybe we could make it like 5 hours. But okay. But for me, this is the last piece we're gonna add, and then maybe someday, we could add some of those. We can add some of those tiny those tiny propeller blocks inside of the plane, so we could increase its mobility and some of the much more important stuff for your plane. And that's pretty much it. And we're just gonna finish it. It does kind of look like it does kind of look like the real fish bed, the Russian fire jet during the Cold War. It's like the second generation aircraft, which which it wasn't, because for me this is like it's like the third generation, I guess. Am I right? Is the second generation fighter are the MiG-21, I guess. Am I right? No. Just tell me, guys, in the in the chat. Just tell me in the chat if I was right. Is MiG-21 third generation fireplane. If not, just tell me. We could search it, but I need to be focused on building this plane because it's quite a bit a little bit frustrating to build now. It's getting a little bit frustrating now, and I want to take a little bit of rest so I could draw again. Actually, I was drawing something I was actually drawing right now, and I just postpone it a little bit because I forgot that I'm doing a live stream right now, and you're gonna realize that this live stream is a little bit longer than the previous one because from the previous one it's too late for lunch, and I haven't eaten yet. I don't know why I'm so worried about that, but right now we could now make it. Maybe I could eat dinner late. So when it comes to midnight, I'm just gonna sleep now. Also for those who are guys who are what who are watching me, for the one people that uh, are the ones that do asking for a commission from me. You could ask. Just DM me on Discord. You could make that. There you go. It's all coming together. And when we're done with this, that will be it. It's over. Live streaming will be over if I finish this. The appearance, of course, that will be it. If I finish this from the appearance, that's it. The live stream will be over. But in this case, we're not done yet because we're also gonna do the vertical wings right here because you need this to the plane. You really need this for a plane. But if you're building a stealth plane, you don't need it. You're just gonna use the I forget what it's called. Oh yeah, gyroscope. I don't know if they're using gyroscope with that name, but they're using some sort of ailerons with it just to steer, not just to yaw. The, that's what they use when they're trying to yaw. But if without the computers, that will be very unstable because uh, plane planes will only be stable if they had a vertical have a good vertical stabilizer. No, I mean the vertical wing on the top because that makes the plane look comfortable. But without it, it doesn't kind of fly. You really need a computer for that. Just like what they did from the reverse swept wing, like the experiment. Like what if they make a plane that has a reverse swept wing, which is known to be the most unstable plane ever been made, and also one of the most agile ones. But it's just so exhausting to fly around because of that issue. But still, a one quite nice plane. It was a beautiful plane, and actually the military actually loved it. even how bad it was. I know this one will struggle to fly, which I'm not surprised. It will still struggle to fly because I can't. Sometimes it works for me, sometimes it don't. But I hope so. Like, if that happen, if that doesn't happen, I'll be happy because I could do any kind of designs with it later. There we go. Just a little bit of retouching that. Actually, this one is a little bit easy to work on because uh, the game just went so favorable for me for now. I don't know why, but maybe because I said I'm just gonna when I finish this, that will be it. Live stream over, and that's it. I think it becomes sad.
No. It doesn't work like that. Come on. Yeah, for real, like it shouldn't be like this, but I have no choice. But it looks awesome. It looks awesome though, so that's why I'm choosing it.
There you go. Looks derpy. What should I name with this thing when I finish this? Akula. There we go. But we're not done yet. Just a little bit of touching. Yeah, there's a little bit of rolling with that thing because sometimes this game doesn't get being favorable of things. Oh my god. Wall. 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 Okay, let's try again. Oh, maybe because of the landing gears.
Maybe that's what the problem is. Also, that will be also the other problems with this game when I added the ordnance, like the missiles. Because it's getting stuck there. That's why. There we go, looks beautiful. It does kind of look like the fish bed, but it looks more
She looks a bit faster. If you take a look at a little bit there, she looks gorgeous and elegant at the same time. Very beautiful plane, very epic plane, best plane ever. Okay,
Uh, hey, it looks like it's time to remove all of this thing and
and just screw all of the one thing I saw on the plane. Just study what it looks like. Just put it right here, and then just don't remove all of these things because they still have other jobs need. They still have a one job to do. But the problem of this thing is that it has a weak landing gear. But it looks functionable. Look at it. Maybe soon I'm just gonna cover all of this stuff and that's it.
so all we have to do is just to save this. And there you go. For those who've stayed for a while and reached this live stream so far, and thank you. Thank you for watching, and maybe someday I'll maybe make a new video of simple planes, since that one has a lot a lot of boats. When I make a boat about of which, if I make a new video today or some, if I make a new video, what will it be? Which video should I make? And the most bold is the simple plane. So that will be it. Peep. Some of you, most of you choose simple planes. I guess it's much better just to do some cooler new stuff, because doing new stuff is fun, right? New stuff is fun. Just gonna do a little bit of fixing just to make it look a bit better. There we go. Gorgeous. Just like what a plane should be. It flies a bit. Okay, again, I'm just gonna resave it again, since we did a little bit of fixing there. From what it looks, it does looks like it doesn't have a it doesn't have a inlet, but it has an inlet right here. It's just a little bit small. And let's compare that to the other plane I built, which is the AV5E Liger, and this is what it looks like. Same size. A good rival plane, but this one has a much more better wingspan, and it looks like this plane is really built for speed. As you can see here, there you go, rival plane. There are rival plane there over here. Epic. They look like in from the pay per view. Okay, for real, guys. For real.